So welcome everybody to our Intrabiz Sweden networking event. We've just done our introductions, and tonight we're going to be having a whistle-stop tour of a LinkedIn posting party and how to raise our profile on LinkedIn. I hope you all got the information from email, and Christian and Daniela, you will be fine because you've got it in. We were hoping to do all this now in Swedish, so write it all in Swedish. So that would be. So we'll try and hit the Swedish market now with our LinkedIn posted party. Intrabiz Sweden, just for Margaret, who's new on to here, is a business-to-business network and connection agency, and we love to connect people with a target audience. And at the moment, we're connecting Swedish businesses with UK businesses and vice versa. So it's an international connections agency as well. And we were actually launched this business in January last year, on January 29th. So we're 1 year old last week. Yay! So welcome everybody. Now I'm going to pass it over to Heather, and she is going to go through the LinkedIn posting party with us. And over to you. And thank you very much for this, Heather, tonight.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you, Claire. It's lovely to see you all, new people I know, people I've known for a long time. So what we're going to do this evening, I apologize, my Swedish is not up to doing this in Swedish. I know about 350 words and none of them is LinkedIn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you just a really quick overview in terms of a few things you can do to your profile, just to make sure it really is doing what you want it to do. Normally that we do a 5-day challenge to help you do that, and if anybody wants any information, it's something we do for free, so really happy to share that information with you. And then what we're going to do is do what we call a posting party, and again we're going to do it just on a small scale here, but it'll just give you a flavor of what it looks like, because when it comes to networking, yes, networking has changed completely. We've all gone online. I'm based in the UK. Claire, even the people from Sweden are all in completely different parts of Sweden. But what is amazing is that it's great that we all connect with each other and we can have a chat here and get to know each other. But the one thing about networking is it's not just about the people in the room. It's who you know. And when I set up my business here in the UK, which is based around networking and building our networks through LinkedIn, that sort of realization that just between me and my business partner, we have 8,000 connections on LinkedIn, but I don't know what those 8,000 people are thinking or needing or wanting to know. So we started working together to kind of go, well, if you start posting on LinkedIn, and it's not about selling. It's not standing there going shout, shout, shout in your posts, that your posts really need to be about your values and the value that you add to the world. How will the world be different? What will people be thinking about or worrying about? Somebody doesn't walk down the road thinking, oh, I need a coach. What they're going down the road thinking about is, I'm really tired, I didn't sleep well last night because I'm worrying about money. So the answer is they need a wealth coach, but they are thinking about and being worried by the problems. So when you start writing for LinkedIn, it's very much about addressing what goes on, are you passionate about, what are the issues that you love to work with, what are your sorts of ideas, because then when we share each other's content, the person who, I don't know that they're having, financial problems, for example, carrying on the same example. I don't know that friend is having financial issues, but if I've reposted your content in an intelligent way, then when they read that, they will engage with that, and then they can contact the person directly. So I don't need to know what's going on in somebody else's head. And this is why LinkedIn is so, so powerful, let's say, but really using it, and when we all get together and we work with each other, to share each other's content. And we do it very much like here on Intrabiz. It's within a community of people who network, and we all know each other. You get to know each other better, so that when you share each other's content, you do that from a position of knowledge, that you understand the other person and their business and what they're about, so you can share intelligently. So we're just going to do a little mini version of that, but I'm very quickly just going to take you through, just if I can make this bigger, there we go. Let's just share that. So can you all see that?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to go away, little thing at the top. So I'm literally just going to take you through a very quick whistle-stop tour of what we would cover in a 5-day challenge, just some things to think about when you are looking at your profile, because that profile is actually really important. Because, you know, LinkedIn, yes, it's business to business, and when people come and see you and they read through that profile, what is it that they are seeing? So the 5 little key things that we like to look at, as you see here, it's A, B, C, D, and E. So the first one, so I'll take you through these rather than reading that. And I'm very happy for Claire to share this this document. It's just a PDF, and it takes you through these 5 aspects. And on each page, there are 5 questions to ask yourself in relation to the topic. There's 5 things that you can do immediately to start making a difference. And then there are 5 resources, things you can go and look at. Hopefully the links are still live. They were live when I created the document. Hopefully, as I've made it into a PDF for you, they'll stay live. But otherwise, you can just copy and paste the link to see. And it's just to really enhance your profile, but just, you know, quick snapshot. And as it says at the bottom here, you can take a few minutes and do a few things, or you can sit there for a few hours and really set some time aside to go through these things. And you don't have to do it all at once. You know, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. So just start to kind of go through things slowly and gradually make these changes. And yes, obviously here, brought to you this evening by Intrabiz Sweden and my networking cafe. So the first one, can't work out how to get rid of this silly thing at the top there. Don't know why it won't go. Anyway, so okay, so the first one, I apologize, I can't get rid of the thing at the top, but the first one is about your audience. So so just a quick overview. This is about making sure that you really understand who you want to work with, and it's about getting really, really, you know, they sort of say, you know, what's your niche? It's like, I work with 35-year-old women who have 2 children and who live in a major city, you know, but you have to get really, really specific, so it just means, so that idea of what you offer to people, it's really easy to write, and you can literally write a whole story about that person. What does their life really look like? Write a couple of pages as to what their day would look like, to really understand the problems and the issues and the challenges that they're facing, that you can be addressing in the content that you produce. Okay, so that's looking at the audience. The second page here is what is your business? What do you actually do for that ideal customer? What do you deliver? And again, questions, things to do, and resources. So what do I do? You know, what does my business deliver for you, my potential client? And also it's about making that content engaging, so it's easy for people to share. Obviously, for those people who are writing in Swedish, I might struggle to understand, but there is Google Translate, so I might be using that this afternoon. The next thing, the letter C, is about the character. It's about your tone of voice. If you operate in a very sort of, you know, serious frame, you know, then you just need to use the language that is appropriate to your potential clients. So just making sure, and it's, again, you know, go and have a little look at what some of your competitors might be doing. What tone of voice, how do they come across? So just seeing where you want to pitch yourself in terms of your ideal clients. Then the fourth thing to do is to look at your visual. What does your profile look like? So little thing, the banner across the top, and when we do the excuse me, the 5-day challenge, we show you how to do that banner so it looks really effective. Of course, the one challenge is it looks completely different on your laptop, on your iPad, and on your phone. And where you're preparing it yourself. So it's a bit annoying because sometimes little things move around. LinkedIn puts things where they want to put little blocks of text and stuff. But again, has it got visual impact? Have you got a really good, crisp photograph of you, a professional photograph, not you sort of sat on the beach on a holiday 5 years ago with your mates around you. That's not appropriate generally for a business to business page. And then the last one, which is what we're going to move into shortly, is about how you engage. So it's about doing those posts, and again teaching you some tips and tricks, and just making sure that the content is, having done all the work on who you work with, why you work with them, making the tone sound correct, making it look fantastic, and then getting the words right to fit into all of those, that sort of target that you're really aiming at. And again, lots of ideas to make sure that you really engage with people and engage them, that they want to read that story. So telling a story, you're telling a story a lot of the time. So that's my little overview. Oops, wrong one. So we're going to sort of go into the posting party aspects of things now. So it's about posting regularly. As I say, Claire's got my details in terms of getting in touch. There's our website at the bottom there and my LinkedIn. Please feel free to reach out. And really happy to invite you onto one of our 5-day challenges so that you can do some more on this. But now I think what we're going to do, I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. We've lost Maribel. But now I think, Claire, we don't actually, that bit of it, once we've done that, I'm just going to go through a little bit, but then we actually don't need to record the rest, because then we just start to, it's not very interesting to watch. Oh, you are there. Okay. So Maribel is there. She's just on in the background. She turned her camera off. So, right. So has everybody got a post that you are ready to post onto LinkedIn that we're going to start share? Oh, somebody did not read the instructions.
Heather?
Yes, Mother.
I have my post ready for tomorrow.
That's fine. You can use that. You can just tweak it for tomorrow when you do it tomorrow. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do that. So when it comes to posting and the simplest and easy way.
Heather, can you do something quick, Christian?
Christian, just grab a post that you've done before, which you can tweak a little bit. He's frozen now. He's trying to get out of it now.
He's pretending he's like that.
Got a serious face on. Right, so yeah, no, he's there. His eyes are moving again. He just froze there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just bring up. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to go through. And then Christian, I know you do a fair amount of posting, and Claire, you do as well. Daniela, have you got a fair amount of experience in terms of posting on LinkedIn? I mean, I know you do digital stuff.
I haven't really prepared anything for this one, so I'm not sure. I'm so sorry.
Are you used to?
Like
do you post regularly on LinkedIn?
Actually, I haven't posted anything on LinkedIn just yet. I'm like,
okay, right. Well, let's do that. So what I'm just going to do. Okay, so a few little literally basic things with LinkedIn. There's two things you can do. You can post a post and you can post an article. An article requires an extra level, but you can make it as long as you like. A post is just that. If you're looking at LinkedIn, you'll see that's just a generic piece of script sort of right there. My suggestion is that as you when you're starting, is that, you know, go for the post. It's a good place to start. A post can be no more than 1,300 characters, so that includes spaces as well. So I would suggest that you write your post in Word, always easier anyway, in case you lose your power or whatever, you don't lose it, because we've all done that. And the thing is, and I think I always find, I don't know about everybody else, but you write your article, you kind of decide what you're going to write, you write your post, and don't look at the word count. It's 1,300 characters is approximately 220 words. But you can look on the bottom left on Word to see how many characters, the actual character count, but it's approximately 220 words. Depends what words you're using. If you're using long words, then it's obviously fewer words. But yeah, you to get that. And then also, if you choose to put any hashtags, everybody happy with what hashtags are? I'm sure you are, both you all them. I know, Mum, one day I will finally enable you to understand what a hashtag is.
Thank you.
And also, if your photograph is taken from somewhere else, is you must give accreditation to the photographer. So if you've taken it from Unsplash or Pexels or something like that, you need to say which website and the name of the photographer. It's just good courtesy and good practice. You don't want somebody coming after you, and obviously go royalty free unless they're your own pictures. So yeah, so make sure it's 1,300 characters, and then very simply you go into, I'm just going into share screen. Okay, so you can all see my screen. So there's me. Oh, there's Alexandra. So if you go to home in the middle of your page, and right there at the top, really simple, start a post. Yep. So now you will have already created your post over in Word. So you go across to Word, and I will open up the last one that I did. So there we are. So if you want to, so if you have a look down here, you can see that it says the number of words is 243. If you click on that, it'll open up this little thing and tell you characters with spaces. Now, there's a slight anomaly in LinkedIn that it doesn't count characters and spaces in the same way that Word does. So sometimes you might, but it will tell you if you've done too many characters. But there we go. So yes, it's 243 words, obviously lots of small words, but it's 1,287. So I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Already done.
We can't see that.
You've seen the same as me. No, that's all we can't, it's just blank. Your post is blank.
Yeah, we can always
Has
see
it
your
not,
LinkedIn
has it
page.
not switched over to Word? I'm showing you Word.
No, we could just see
We're on create a post.
Okay, sorry, I'll just come out of that then and come back into it. Yeah, can you see Word, a Word document?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, okay, sorry. Okay, so bottom left here, I can see my little cursor says there words 243, bottom left.
Yes.
So this is a post I did last week, just for demonstration purposes. If you left click on that, and there it shows you the word count. Yeah, so there we go. Characters with spaces, 1,287. It's under 1,300.
Yeah.
Right. Happy days. I've got what I need. So then you literally, because I've created this in Word, and also the other thing with when you do it this way is that you save the document. So then if you need to go back to it, or you want to just adjust it and repost it in a different way with a different photograph, it's all there. So literally highlight the whole thing, copy it, and then flick over if it'll let me do that. I think I might need to, I've got to come out. Share screen. Okay, have you got me? Okay, can you see my create post again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, and then literally just copy it.
I did that earlier on. I was sending somebody a link to the Zoom meeting for tonight, and I sent them my website for the dog sledding.
Just thought you were trying to promote it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'll send them the link for Zoom, and I sent them the booking form, the booking link
Yeah.
for.
Oh, I sent something completely wrong to somebody earlier. I copied and pasted. So there we go. So I've created my post. I've put it all in there. Da, 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 da. So this was an article about coffee machines. So at that point, I can also put in some hashtags. Okay, I've exceeded my character limit now. Yep. So I can then I can just go back in, because now that I've added, because that's the thing, is that your total character count must include any hashtags and your accreditation for your photograph. So just make sure that you've done that. Yeah. I would actually write a separate post, but anyway. So everybody happy doing that? Yep. If you then want to add a photograph, if you have got a link, if you want to send the reader to your website, or to book something, or to look at something on YouTube, I would suggest that you put that into your first comment. Don't put it into the body of your LinkedIn post, because LinkedIn likes you to stay in LinkedIn land. It doesn't like you to go off elsewhere. So my suggestion is because what you want is you want people to read the whole post, because if you put a link to a website, it'll bring up the thumbnail, and then the person is likely to kind of get halfway down your post, and if they are interested, they'll click on that thumbnail and they leave LinkedIn. LinkedIn doesn't like that. LinkedIn wants people to stay there as long as possible and interact as much as possible. And that's kind of quite crucial in terms of getting more engagement with other people, especially if you're working a bit together in this way to kind of spread the love. So here you can add photographs, videos, etc., etc. And as I said, if you want a link to go externally, I would create the post, and then you put it into the first comment below. So you actually comment on your own post with that link. Yep. So find yourself a nice picture. Oh, look, there's a cup of coffee. Isn't that lovely? I'm not actually going to post this because I posted this article last week. I will post it, and then I'm just going to delete it because I've already posted it and it's the wrong picture anyway. But I'm more just showing you how to do that. This bit here, add alt text. It's a little SEO, it's a little search engine optimization opportunity for you. So if you click on that, you can describe something in the photo, you can put your website address, something like that, because it will show up on the top of the photograph, and you've got an opportunity to add some more details. So why not take advantage? And then once you fill that in, click done, and you'll see then the photograph is there. And as I say, because I'm not going to post this properly, but there is an accreditation that needs to go in there. Okay, so as soon as you've done that, then you click post, and we're all ready to go. Yep. So it will then magically, in just a moment, wake up Wi-Fi while you're not doing anything. Come on.
Keep talking.
Oh, there we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so here we are. So there's me. Here's my post. You know, it's my own post. Top 3 little buttons at the top here. Left click on that, and you'll see 2 things you can do immediately. Feature on the top of your profile. So within your profile, you've got your pictures and stuff, then you have your about section, and then there's a featured section. And in the featured section, a really quick and easy way of putting your most immediate piece of writing or whatever is to immediately click on that. So it kind of keeps that being current and up to date. So as soon as somebody goes and looks on your profile, they're seeing some fresh content that you've put in most recently. But the main thing you want to do is to copy the link to the post. Because what we're going to do here, so we've done that. We then come back into, I'm just going to come out of share screen because I need to go into chat. Yeah, so I've copied that. And then what you do is you go into chat function. And make sure you're doing it to everyone, not just to one person. And you just copy paste that link. I've just copied from within that. So I've just copied that into the chat function. So that you can now, any one of you can go and click on that and go and read my post. Oh. So for each of you, as you do that, once your posts are ready. But I have a sneaky feeling we're not all going to have any posts ready for this evening, but that's not a problem. So Christiane, are you happy with once you've posted a post, how to get the link?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your top 3 dots, click down, make it as a featured post, and then just copy the link. And then you come back and you go into chat and you just post that to everyone.
I will do that.
Oh, he's already on it. But then do we actually share your post and then comment?
Yeah. So then, okay. So once you've done that, so within the group, as I say, and this is just about sharing each other's content and just as I say, and let's do it together because we're all supporting each other. And it's a way of getting to know each other. The more you read each other's content, you get to know each other more. And it's about sharing each other's content.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you have done that, so if, hold on, I'm just going to share screen again. So I'm going to, oh, look, here's a post that Claire did. So she did this a week ago, but so I'm just going to go, so I'm going to look at this post. So underneath the post, yeah, you've got your reaction buttons. So the things to do that you can do with somebody else's post, once you've read it, because that's important, you can't just talk about something you don't know anything about. And it's, so your reaction buttons. So do ignore the little blue thumb, that's just dull. So celebrate, support, love, insight, or curiosity. So click one of those. What is reading that post? And some people they put in whatever they fancy and they just go, oh, nice post. It's like, this is about really engaging. There are sort of automated posting parties. They're people who do this in a way that for me is completely disingenuous.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So was this right? So yeah. So it's completely. So for me, it's about read it, engage with it. So go that. And then the idea is that you write a comment, and effectively this, where you're showing your support or whatever it is that you said, you are connecting, this is your interaction with the author. Yeah. So this is you going, Claire's written a post, this is what I want to say about it. So you write your little bit underneath, and then you get to the share button. And this is where you are saying, I've read this article by somebody that I know, like, and trust, and I want to share this with my network. So just been to this great event, and then you share. So this sort of, so it's read it, react to it, comment on it, and share it. Yep. And those are the 4 levels of engagement. And sometimes you might read an article and think, oh, this is really quite far away from my world or what I'm, what my business is. Doesn't necessarily. And I think, yes, sometimes that might be too out there. But so we've all got lots of. Let me just come out of sharing. We've all got lots of people in our networks, and we've got no idea what's going on in their life. We had somebody on the other day who does some sort of nutrition stuff and lifestyle stuff around burnout and stress. And you kind of go, I have no idea who of my contacts is struggling with those issues. So when you share the content, yeah, even as I say, if you don't understand it or it doesn't really resonate with your business, yeah, that's got nothing to do with my business at all. But I can still share it in a compassionate way, whereas like, if anybody is, being challenged by these sorts of issues at the moment, read this article. It'll really give you some interesting insights, whatever. And I think that you also learn how to share, because as I say, when you understand each other's businesses and you understand the people that you're working with and networking with, it really helps you build businesses, because that's what business is all about. It's all about relationships, and you've got to start somewhere. So if it's talking to somebody, having fika together, whatever it might be, it's like, and if you can share their content and their knowledge such that it inspires somebody else to maybe get in touch with those people, that's what this is all about, really. So has anybody got any questions at this point in time?
No, I done it right. Well, I think I done it right this time.
So I think we can stop recording at this minute, because I think that's sort of gives people a good flavour, and we'll do it again tomorrow.